Hi everyone. I recently wrote a blog on making the best of your time at time, code or any big school that you get into. I got a little nostalgic after 9 years of campus life, and I saw a lot of people posting on LinkedIn about how they got their calls converted and they're about to join, one of their dream institutions, and that got me thinking, right? And I was wondering if I had known what I was getting into when I got the offer letter when I was about to join. I would have been better prepared. Not that I have any regrets, but I think I could have done probably more things or done things better. So I just thought I'll put together a list of things that I think people should be aware of when they get into any kind of B school, and that's how I wrote the blog. I just wanted to probably have one more format, and that's why I'm making this vlog right now, which is going to basically run you through the same blog, and I'll give you a commentary on what I think is relevant. So this is what, sorry. So this is the blog that I wrote on medium.com, which is something that I picked up during COVID. I've started blogging, and it's something that I always wanted to do for the last 30 plus years. And suddenly, the COVID lockdown played a role in getting me to start blogging. And there's the obvious initial introduction and all that, but I'll just quickly jump to what one of the most important things I think you should focus on when you're on campus, right? It's being part of a cohort or a smaller group of people who are thinking along the same lines. It could be a committee, it could be an interest group, it could also be a random group of friends trying to do something interesting. It'll also be your own startup on campus, right? That is going to kind of be your big idea for the future. So it's just about being in a group of people, a small group of people who think alike. And committees or interest groups are the easiest way to get into those kind of groups. While getting into committees is not easy in most campuses, right? You have a very strict and very tough election process and an evaluation process by the whole batch. It is an extremely rewarding process and an experience at the end of it. For me, I believe the 2 years that I spent part of the placements committee has transformed the way I work and I think and interact with my peers. I had the opportunity of serving the entire 2 years and also being part of multiple placement processes, including our batch, my senior batch, and my junior batch. So that's quite a lot of impact that you're making while you're part of a committee, right? Irrespective of placements or student council or mess committee, sports committee, marathon committee, you have a lot of committees that you can actually put your heart into. But just be part of that community of people who who think alike and who want to be part of something big. The other important part, obviously, of getting into any management school is around academic pursuits, right? What do you want to do with the courses that you want to take? What is the ambition that you have in terms of the learnings that you want to take away from campus? I kind of took a different approach to this because I had spent all my life studying hard, and I was a very enthusiastic academician, I would say. I was a teacher before this, before going to K. So I thought maybe I will focus a little bit more on extracurricular at the cost of giving up a little bit on the academic pursuit. And that's why I mentioned here in my blog that I had a very decent CGPA, which is a subjective term to use. But I'm still happy with the way that I leverage my time outside of classroom and while inside classroom. There were certain subjects that were beyond something that I'd expected and transformed my life in many ways. And I still, yearn to go back to those classes and sit and listen to those professors and also interact with my peers. So an academic pursuit is obviously part of the bundle, and it depends on how you want to take it. The third and the most, I think, in the interesting part in the first year of your campus life will be the summer internship. Obviously, the summer placements process, which is also going to be a little taxing on the mind and on your technical and business acumen. But when you get your summer internships finalized and you start your summer internship, that's a different game altogether, right? This is where you actually get a taste of how the business world looks like. You probably have worked as an engineer in the past, as a coder in the past, but suddenly you're being put in the shoes of a manager or a soon-to-be manager, and you have to figure out in 6 to 8 weeks, how do you get that sorted? How do you create an impact in an organization that is running its own agenda? So that is an important part of your IMK, or sorry, your B school experience. And for me, it was it was a tough experience, I would say, but it was one with a lot of learning. I had to put in a lot of extra hours. I had to work on weekends, but at the end of it, there was a very solid and strong analyst report that I was able to help with, and it created a lot of value for me personally as well as for the organization I interned with. So truly a memorable experience. And obviously, summer internship is a time when you get to travel to other cities and you work with a lot of other people. And in my blog, I've spoken about a couple of my other experiences, what I had during my summer internship, where we were celebrating the first birthday of my son, and he was back in Calicut. I was in Mumbai. I kind of screwed up on the flight and screwed up on the airport, and I went to the wrong airport. I got the opportunity to travel to the US in between all of these things. It was truly 8 weeks of memorable experiences, including the internship. The fourth part, the fourth point is on academic projects. This is something that I realized very late into my 2 years at IMK, where the importance and the opportunity that these academic projects give you is to actually put things into learning, right? I mean, if I were to go back, I would have spent more time on academic projects than anything else, because I was actually applying what I was learning in class directly into something that I could have portrayed to my professors or my peers or even to myself, right? It could also have, I believe a lot of people have come out with startup ideas based on their academic projects, right? Certain things that get them thinking that, okay, this is a solution that I'm proposing right now as part of a case study. But is anybody else in the world doing this? Can this be a startup idea? I've seen a lot of people do that and go beyond classrooms and get this into the world of business and startups. So I would recommend focus a lot on academic projects. It's very tough to do that because in any given term you have so many papers to take and so many projects to finish and so many groups to work with, so many dynamics to handle. There are so many moving parts in any kind of in a term or a project. So figure out a good team. Sometimes the selection of a team is not in your hands, it's selected randomly, but gel with your team, try to come out with something that is useful, and you will definitely enjoy working on academic projects. At least you will definitely enjoy reliving the academic projects that you've done, if not enjoying the experience of working on it at that particular time. Live projects are something that is not mandatory, but it always helps you to kind of get an understanding of what a long-term project could look like, right? How do you interact with somebody who wants to solve a problem but does not have the time to engage with a summer intern or a full-time employee, but wants somebody to come in as a consultant to address your challenge and solve the problem. So this is exactly what you do in a live project. You become like a consultant and you understand the business or the organization that you're trying to support, and then you look at how you can leverage what you've learned or what you've aggregated over a period of time in your life on campus, and then present solutions to those organizations. I was able to be part of multiple live projects during my stint at IMK, and one of them led to a 2-year engagement while I was K, for which I also got paid, which was an interesting live project that I had to do continuously on the automobile sector in Kerala. So I used to go and visit distributors and dealers and understand what is the kind of sales that they were facing, what are the challenges that are coming up, and how customer behavior changes with respect to different times of the year and all that. So it was very interesting for me, and it also gave me something else to do apart from all the other things that I'm doing here while I was on campus. So this also was an interesting part. Live projects is something that you should go seek out, I believe, and not something that will come to you directly. So good luck with that. This is an interesting part. I wanted to emphasize this quite a lot. Love the library. I mean, any institution you go to, the library is going to be one of the most important parts of your life there. I can't stress this enough. It is not just because of the number of books that you have there. It's also because of the environment that gives that library provides. It's a very silent, it's a very peaceful and calm place where even if you're in a group of 100 people, you feel at peace, right? So for me, my IMK days was always either spent in tea shops with friends or in restaurants with friends, or I was in the library. And all my studies happened in the library. All my projects got done in the library. All my case study competitions got done in the library or the IT center, wherever we could aggregate. So it's an important part of your campus life. Understand, the library can provide you, right? There's a lot of access that you can have to multiple global databases, reports, websites of research reports, analyst reports. It's a huge repository of information, while also being a great sanctuary for you to go and study peacefully, and get your work done peacefully with your teammates. It's a great place to be in, irrespective of whichever institute you get into. I believe this is going to be a game changer for you. Extracurricular activities. This is one area that I was weak in. I mean, throughout my life, I believe I was not much of an artist, not much of a sports person, not much of anything else apart from just hustling and getting things done for everybody else. So, but I got dragged into multiple things while I was on campus, and something that I regret terribly is being part of two fashion shows, not having learned from the first experience, still signing up for the second one, just for keeping the pride of the batch alive. So there's a lot of emotion going on there. But I think extracurricular activities, most of the B schools today have excellent amenities, from football to swimming to badminton, tennis, basketball, volleyball, you name it, they've got everything. And there are numerous groups on any B school campus, right? From we had an interest group, or we had a club called Theatrics. We had Crescendo. We had multiple other clubs focusing on different parts of the artistic spectrum. So it's totally up to you. But I respect a lot of people who find time to hone their skills while being busy in the world of the business schools. And I still respect alumni who still find time to continue to polish their skills when it comes to music or sports, or anything that is extracurricular. And this is, I believe, one of the most important stress busters when it comes to your corporate life or your startup life. The last but not the least, I would say, is B school competitions, right? This is a fad today. I can see that people are chasing B school competitions like anything. So I probably am a novice when it comes to advice. All I can say is do not pick the best team. Don't be very strategic and think of getting the best team together and winning. What I would say is, contrary to what my team members would also think, is get people who you gel well with, right? I think this is common sense as well, and get stuff done. You might not win certain things, you might not qualify, but at least you had the experience of working with them and having spent some time with them. For me, I was very lucky. The team that I kind of brought together, or I'm told after people read the blog that I brought together a team, gelled really well. We had a lot of fun. We were always at each other's throats, trying to pull a fast one. And that kind of kept the excitement alive. Even though we were working at 4 a.m. in the morning on a presentation that needs to go out at 8, that gave us the energy to continue and push the envelope when it came to coming out with ideas. We got very lucky. We got the opportunity to fly to Germany for a Lufthansa case study competition. We got selected for HUL Lime, and we got into finals of several events. But irrespective of the wins and the number of times we lost, I think I still remember and have those memories as prized possessions of mine today. If I look back at what I did on campus, so I would recommend, irrespective of the acumen that you believe you have, whether you believe so or you do not believe so, give these things a shot, because there are exciting opportunities that could open up that you will not probably have imagined. So good luck with that. And I would like to end this vlog with one important tip. And I might sound like a guru when I say this, but focus on friendships. I say this because walking into an institution that has brought together some of the best minds in the country, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to think that where am I right now, right? There's so many people who are probably better than me, who are probably much more equipped than me, or you might think the other way around. I mean, it's a very complex environment, right? So do not get into a B school with the mindset of winning, right? It has to be a mindset of collaboration. It has to be a mindset of making memories. It has to be a mindset of making friends. I'm telling you, those 2 years will fly away like anything. You will not realize time flies so quickly. And the only thing that will get you through all the stress are these friendships. And the only thing that will take you back to those moments on campus is the friendships that will stay alive throughout your life. And like I say in the blog, this is probably your last attempt at college life, right? So, and making friends who are not from work or from your office or from your organization. Like these are friendships that are made from pure bliss, I would say, without any intent, without any expectation. These are pure friendships that are made simply because you were in the same place at the same time and having that experience that a lot of people don't get to have. So make use of these 2 years. I would love to hear back from you if you have any comments on what I've said. I hope you agree with some of the things I said, and I hope you have your views on some of the things I've also mentioned. So good luck with your 2 years at B School. I hope you have a great time. I have you have a great learning experience. And at the end of it, I hope you find yourself the right career to get into. I will not say the right job. And I would also recommend that do not get bogged down by placement season, CV points, and materialistic stuff. It'll all fall in place. Just don't chase those things. If you chase the right things, everything else will follow. And again, I'm being a Gyan Guru. I would like to stop this vlog by saying that all the best, and I wish you have happiness and friends in your life all the time. Good luck. Thank you.